Well, Greg Gutfeld literally goes off on Democrat media complex for radicalizing WHCD shooter. What's up, everybody? Truth Seeker here. And, I mean, this was needed. This was literally needed. Coming in from Gateway Pundit, from the Fox News host, Greg Gutfeld on Monday evening went off on the Democrat media complex for radicalizing the White House Correspondents Dinner shooter. Cole Allen, 31, of Torrance, California, traveled all the way to D.C. to assassinate President Trump and his cabinet officials. Allen stormed the lobby of the Washington Hilton, sprinted past the Secret Service checkpoint, and tried to breach the ballroom doors. Secret Service agents neutralized Cole Allen and took him into custody. It later came out that Cole Allen sent his family a manifesto prior to the shooting expressing hatred for rapist, traitor Trump. See, this is literally what the fake stream news media does. It's fake news. And all they do is incinerate everything. They fucking create hate. They dump gasoline on a fire of fake news. And then it makes people do stupid shit like this. I'm going to go ahead and play the video right here.
Terrorism that you say, well, now we'll never know. What could it possibly be?
Well, they're running away from the story because they know they got their fingerprints all over it. I disagree with Harold with all due respect. A call for unity is not for us. We don't need it.
He called for it, though.
No. I'm just saying that it's not for me to hear. It's for your side. We don't need it because it's only a one-way thing. You mentioned some examples like the Pelosi thing, which is a mental illness thing. The Wisconsin thing, we still aren't sure what the hell happened there. The Whitmer thing was a plot. Who created the plot? That would take an entire special to go under. I disagree with Jesse. This guy did hear voices. They were Tim Waltz's, they were Ted Lieu's, they were Brandon Johnson's, they were CNN's, they were The View, they were MS Now. Okay. I think this is a helpful assassination attempt because it is the first one to show that you can be radicalized by liberal smugness. If you read his posts and if you read his manifesto, it sounds like every smarmy, sanctimonious, self-satisfied pronouncement from an asshole like Brandon Johnson, like Waltz, like Lieu, the people who think they know better than you. This guy was not a crank. He was not deranged. Don't buy into that narrative because it lets these pompous asses off. He didn't do this because, as Jesse said, he didn't have voices in his head. He was just following orders. He was operating on a filter that said Trump was Hitler, and therefore it would be immoral if you didn't take Hitler out. So his filter is actually making him logical. He's the sanest one in the group because he took them at their word. When MS Now says Trump is Hitler, he's the sensible one. He went out and went after Hitler. Now, if you told him he was wrong, would he listen? No, because you know this guy. You've run into this guy. They think they're right. This is the big point. The biggest problem, and I don't include you in this, Harold, the problem with the left is the lack of humility. But for the left, they can have ideas which turn into belief, which turn into an ideology, and there's no breaks to it, i.e. a higher power that might say, you know what? You could be wrong. This is a guy that when you read his stuff, he is right on everything. When you read his posts, when you read his, and then if something disappoints him, it's everybody's fault. This is exactly the same kind of person you run into at BLM, at Antifa, at any protest. Your liberal friend who thinks the world is out to get them, and yet they sit at home and they do nothing and they blame Trump. This event exposes that. It also exposes the myopic egoism of the media who, in the run-up to the dinner, said, you know what, it's really about a threat against the press. And who brought on the threat? Well, it's this orange demon, Trump. But it turns out the guy who's getting shot at isn't the press. It's the orange demon that you have turned into a Hitlerian figure. He's the one facing the actual threat when all he's trying to do is what's best for the country. You may disagree with it, but you were the guys that created the rhetoric. So I think that this was a helpful assassination attempt because A, nobody got hurt. I'm not going to go with the conventional thing. Thank God, thank God, thank God. You can't write this off as a deranged person. And that is the lesson. You can learn how rhetoric turns into action, how there are security lapses in a hotel. How the hell was he not shot? Did he just trip? I mean, the Hilton, Paris Hilton is harder to get into than the DC Hilton. and I think the biggest thing here, and it kind of goes back to COVID in a way. It's how scientific minds, this guy was an engineer, can do evil because it's unfettered to a higher power. He was making the decisions. He had control, just like Fauci, just like everybody that tells you you are wrong, I know better. That was the whole point of his screed. When you read it, didn't sound crazy to me. It sounded like a guy saying, dude, I'm smarter than you are. It's a Unabomber.
But I'll tell you this, there have been attempts on presidents.
The White House press secretary, Carolyn Levitt, also highlighted the nonstop hateful rhetoric directed toward Trump during a press briefing on Monday morning. Nobody in recent years had constant and violent rhetoric directed at President Trump day after day for 11 years has helped to legitimize this violence and bring us to this dark moment. Those who constantly falsely label and slander the president as a fascist, as a threat to democracy, and compare him to Hitler to score political points are fueling this kind of violence. The left-wing cult of hatred against President Trump and all those who support him and work for him has gotten multiple people hurt and killed, and almost did so again this weekend. It truly is deranged what they're actually allowing to happen. It's fucking sickening. I'll never understand this. But that's literally what I've been seeing this whole entire time. It's why my original YouTube channel got pulled. It's because people don't want to know the actual real truth. People are afraid of the truth. It's easier to fool someone than it is to tell them that they're being fooled.
Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Quotes 95. Today we have another one from Mark Twain. Let's take a look at the quote first. It's easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled. Okay. Let's take a look at the note. There is a lot of truth to this quote. Many people get set in their ways and in their thinking. Even when you show them undeniable proof that they have been fooled, many will try to find excuses to claim it is not true, or many will have normalcy bias. The perfect example always of normalcy bias is always like during World War II with the Jews in Germany. If I remember the numbers correctly, I think before World War II, I think it was like 6,500,000 Jews in Germany at that time, and I think 500,000 actually escaped and got away before it was too late. But a lot of people kept saying, hey, this is dangerous, and if you actually read Hitler's book of Mein Kampf, he wasn't really hiding his intentions or his ideas, and a lot of things that the Nazi Party were saying, it was clear the direction they were moving in.
And then we seen a 60-minute interview between Trump and Norah O'Donnell, and then she literally gaslights the goddamn fucking shooter's manifesto. Instead of actually going, wow, this guy is crazy. What do you think about that? See, this is 100% exactly what's really going on here. Okay, I've never seen this done with any of the George Bushes. I've never seen this done with Obama. I've never seen this done with Clinton. I've never even seen this done with Biden. And then here we are, 24/7. Oh my God, Trump did this. Trump did that. Trump had 2 scoops of ice cream while everybody else only had 1. It's literally, how do you not understand that this is literally gaslighting, and this is how they rage so many people about the guy. This is how they make him hate him. It blows my mind no one can see this yet. The world is literally insane. And I think it's clear as day. And if you have an IQ and you just don't like the guy for some stupid fucking reason because you was told not to, like, it really blows my mind because you're fucking retarded. You literally have no clue what's actually really going on. And if you think our president really has actual world control of things, you're a fucking idiot. Israel has been controlling everything since the day they killed John F. Kennedy. I'm pretty sure most people know that, but for some reason they still yell at the sky and Trump. It blows my mind. Our president has zero control. You truly are a fucking idiot if you really think that's how it works. The only thing that he could do is literally stuff that happens in this country. He has zero control of what's already... Literally, that same shit going on with Gaza and Iran and everything else right now would still happen under Kamala Harris. And so many people are so fucking retarded they don't understand that. And our nation, our country, is literally being destroyed by communism, and they're purposely making people mentally ill by making them think that they could be fucking a boy or a girl or a pony or a dog. Like, this is literally a destruction of our fucking nation right before your eyes. And if you keep going along with it, you're not going to have anything left. What do you think about all this? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next censored video. Peace.
How'd you find this place? Joshua? Hey, wait. What? How did you learn how to talk? Joshua?